tonya private security company Seattle bar ni ndong munyon tangolti pati ubiacha itel munyon tangolti mianko ngoy dunia la tamandir bulo pour ka security private security wala kam mulla tankaram bulol mianko lon protection oti ka tankande nyamina nile wala sotode birim communication la fannalon bang kata fo jorangol la fannalon bang italia bela soto pati ubiacha itel munyon tangote miyalon ko sela korda tanka ye VIP protection di la comme molete miyalon ko ale ka force wala ale programme so pour ka mo taka o marem take tankandi kullol nim ku kotongol pour ka je ka ko be sambe anyama ayende kata nyamin mbadin nimu private security company miyalon ko e londo so bakale andu miya nyaton ko ya wom ex army general te miyalon ko atamata banku jamala kan banku to mala dunia mara bankolu ila tamandre nya security company la kola a wala fenan gambia banko ka atemu nyon tangol te miyalon ko security company miyalon ko e ka service o sifal baraka ila fta resident gatle la bank ke ya tangandi wala bank lombang wala VIP protection lombang wala coverage lombay e even also pour kaje ko kan wudla be tangandi min diata be wolon ka CCTV camera mdaka installite ya akamta ko ite ya contract ko sign enil tema e tanka fengo fen diate ite ya wol diata nili ibe tankala andum fana ibe dawora ibata tankara ngo ila kunda bawa min toto miran kolon kombolament ibunin julola wala communicate 273 4718 wala 678 0188 Matthew Piacha itolo munyon tangol ti private security company Gambia Banko kan dunia la tamandir bulo be security and protection itel la lead Gambia Banko kan woto Matthew Piacha jaram
Mbading foyi kolya kulle sotoban ninata manola kula Gambia Banko kanjanto Grand Auto Food Store wollem binkiralti miyal ko nyanta futalema kantung idolle se keno simfa danya labangoto be mintala kaje ko mano sotono miyal ko abe jankuring abe betiare nyim banko nyin kanjanto ha nsen kabo sikandinole ko sadam barabara fas jasmine ani basmati wolbe mo fenneti miyal ko si sotono le nyim banko kan nim fannala miyal ko ate Gambian local brands wollem alse futamma number 13 Hagan Street Banjul sate kono bari fanan ngana binkira sotale le pipeline ay miyalon ko anin jamam bañi ñabeteli ni ñola dula miyal na dokulal miyal timinobe diari mbake isal ma ko no le kaji ko ka kilin sandiroke wala jama sandiro wala fannala na manol to nga dondo jasmine sotole ani rainbow basmatic kata golden green rice jama ka min komandi sadam la sky rice jama sa fay fas anin delight min keda barabara febe sularing wala faye ko ya ko le soto ila wañe ko no bang wala do fa ila fa jama sandiro la kaji ko ke la bisiso la kol sikandi ndollem binkiralti miyalon ko alse futamma ni la fita kaje ko ka sandiro ke ni nyaala mi ala timino be tara diari mbake alfutama binkiral to mi ala ko ngole faali teng wala hani bi alsen komandi 2142049 2142049 wala hani bi 7551911 7551911
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jigilal bako ni banko batala kalbis na program ko me ko ta fa ko na kacha tumo kacha wato tumo so wajira ko actually jama ni don ko linkil tan ko wato ke janne ko tumo ke janne ko kacha tumo ko ke janne ne bani no one on one exclusive in that world mi yalon ko ni tembe na nin ba ke ko the massive comedian ka me ko king Colley so actually jang bafra baraka baki coming all the way from Pony and then kana jang ka ko mo ko actually ko pedale ko ni which you really appreciate it and then thank you very much for coming then Jenny me after Jenny me we diamo de kina ko let me just thank the people just know behind the program we are ko company nyan ko they just trying to at least another ko mantra sige kanyawo nyama the cut for the cable can ba ko gacin jarama they always want to be with us to support us lang di ne ko patu biya ta miyan ko last of the passing out ke miyan ko kunin ke min dar ko kunin ke miyan wolle be o company to security private security company ba ko miyan ko kunin ke ren dinde wala la tara ba ku den aje ko definitely hamu banda nim ba ko talal be hamu na do ko kemem almost no tan kononto be ameti maybe manta be mbala min manta won be wodi but ma papi they want to see something, they want to get something, they want to see something, and they want to see something happen. Ibajal ko open the Purkaji ke yon town. So Moses is one of the guy me and Katara Bakwe from Gambian forces, Atara Bakwe from Bakwe, Atara joined the France la Timoto me and go France la armed forces. I joined the Jado Hukaji. Because alhamdulillah now, he tries level try company security, private security company. And on private security company they have everything. Everything you built, all the equipment, you built so me and Gwagana important that better than the Sako. What my baby Japon I admire. Itala do ko ka minti wolum tankaro anin kaji ko ibe mani do kullo to fe woni ke ko tankare den min compagnie ko wala ila sula ndabe mu ya beke ila sula dati so Moses ma pre ka jenti harama barka fati wolum pati biaja e security company min balamen ya one of the best security company CCTV camera ko monitoring ko bela so e baje ko ko mata betal mano betema anyi nyaari mo akende ma minen jare kende astano anyama wolum mano timi yalo ko grand office wala mano timi yalo ko sado wono dum banko ando ikado mo nyawo nyama ani jare kende ko ko yo ko o mano lo mano timi yalo ko amanje watu wati process bombo lo mano timi yalo ko actually nyake watu wati ya butte go with those manos no elemin tole wala ila na ba fela banjul lindo wala pele serekunda kanifing janen ko pipeline janen banya tuma so mbafle deke jarama jigo construction company deke jarama the post hand delivery service in this country nialo ko edo ko dila niya sign ya ta anyama patati je tayan najan tigi ibakala anyama jigo construction company mbafle deke jarama it is a good deliver anytime according to agreement right post hand delivery service ala baraka baki lama kunyi ma banko kan ani banko banda that's the man that's the man hey king
Yeah.
what's up
Bejando.
give me a good
Alhamdulillah.
king welcome to the media.
All right. Thank you very much for having me.
So muna be kirim because actually ngalo time data ne but the most important thing wala ni mo yo ko
Like Bafala, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to the entire country. Gambiano be Dawuda nge kontom. Kafo ko ala baraka comme like albe sponsorship fana min digam pour ka make son fana dol la voice on a hat. O fana Bafala ko ala baraka baken.
ki muna be kirim bako
Ko ku jamale be keri bango ka ku jamale be keri. Dara saren dis mi ko ngafole dol be yere mi ko mafo. But mimi kaga bango ka siata especially ni nata political side. It's too much.
what are some of the things
Political side nga jele comme president o ye auditor general aya bay because according to him aya promote le comment song so fen ko ni nata fo ka make so ko position nata ka bondi forcé do fana keta between UDP and Talib Ahmed Bensuda fana mu politique ku dolti ani gala fana have been making so much demonstrations pour ka je ko banko fana tata nyato ko fana mu kuleti mi yalan ko ke kan banko ko no so all of these things are things me along ko monjanta diamula about it because ko as a better nyawonya maybe there might be faults me along ko finance happen wala some guy say idea sort of no me along ko ite ba mira ko the idea is the best modo ina kudo fana jige so na kudo fana jige is very important fana na voice out and we listen to each other too.
you think whatsoever coming for platform or to your social media platform and other places masakunda kana mole kamwe
Fo ikala moyle bang fo ika moyle bang o man ko ina bare ko ikala moyle o ko tan because like ni ajibe on social media nata man sakunda government official pour social media nata to kami ko ibuka jibe then it time so la pour multiply because ngajele sometimes there are other contents so mi alon ko ni akije do ibaje la use have a reply from the central government so iba la moy kanne iba jibe kanne bare fo iba moy kan that is the main question.
Before going deeply to na program about to have this proposal, you think Masakuna is email?
In Niajibe, this side they are doing well, this other side
Which side
they
are
are
they
not
doing
doing
it?
well. When it comes to
Side is going to find side mental staff.
when it comes to the Ministry of Higher Education, I think that I don't know, is it there? Something like Gomez, yes. I think he is transforming Gambia higher education about transform Kane. In Araniaji, there's some infrastructural developments. I think the president is also trying on that side. Infrastructure. He is trying.
Trust Minister Ibrahim Silla.
That he is also trying. So when it comes to health sector, I think we are doing worst. When it comes to the basic and secondary education, we are doing bad. When it comes to justice, so government among 100% sort of follow because there are other places where still they are somehow weak.
Like if you want to measure, like if you want to give a percentage to all this department, how many percentage will give a department every ministry, you think what they are doing, like infrastructure development is doing fine, and then higher education is doing good, and then you talk about health is worse. You talk about what the education department is doing bad.
At a scale of 10, Minister of Higher Education, I will give that person 8. That ministry will be given 8, yeah, because the 10
of higher education.
Yes, 10 worker 8 also because we still need a lot.
8%.
Yeah, understand. Yeah, no, I'll give him 8 over 10.
Or 8 over 10.
Okay, 8 over 10, yeah.
8 over 10.
When it comes to health, I think those people they might even have maybe a 3 or 4. Really, yeah. Infrastructure they might have 5 because some little progress jele even though Banjul lao fenko project ko nyika mol yemi miranu ka beta la fela flota it means that the drainage system woni mambere so about try can do OIC road fana ngajere the last time a flota no fana
the OIC road
so so these are all things me alonko they should be put into consideration. Government by try can they are trying to make sure they satisfy the people because to be honest they are even tired of complaints. More the complaints on me can they are tired and we try can. But one thing we should also understand is that come like Gambia fana more developing country like we have no mineral resource that much. Me alonko ba Gambia sabala like rapidly. More sort of, but the little Gamin sort of fana minga put it to good use without diverting some funds into private pockets. Developing fana diversion of funds into private pockets because like corruption scandal Jamale revealed again that is from the ports, Minister of Health, Finance, even some time ago the central bank. So those are all femkolmia longo come near transfer no nata ko nyin dunta nyanta dunna nyama maybe ngamira by this time mafo Gambia better another level but in level of
government is just trying to level those things as matter of like allegations. Like when you think about corruption scandal ko allegation on million ko imantala muka niko the banko is not moving rapidly to another position or another level ikafe ko im banko imantara banko jeka if you talk about the Ministry of Health ikafe ko the panel conti and the panel law when you talk about medication ikafe ko go to the store the medications we have is enough for this country like 2021 presidential election the president will promise currently there will be health insurance whereby you can go around and then get your medications with that card. And then from there also we have promise demand level. When you go to education level, basic and secondary, in hands with the MRC Holland and then even government alone, that went far up to the level, but also, at a classroom, a whole bill per week.
Yeah.
So per week, Barola Union signed them from 2021 to now. That's almost like it's 4 years, something like that. So if classroom tank a bill every week, that information has been given to him.
That is 52 times
that's
4.
Almost no, that's not. So Muhammad Hassan, the Gambia should be well enough for classroom also to have better education system. And then you take about 8 over 10, which you have been given to a Minister of Higher Education. Actually, that minister, some call that minister as one of the best minister Miyanko. You have a capacity to run that ministry. But nimbe tata nata we'll come to the politics very quickly. But we want to base on the fact and the reality right now. Fact checking. Because many people saying that no, Gambians are using social media to castigate the government. Gambians are using social media to just misinform the public. Let's come to this way. Fact check it. Mune keta banko kan, ani mune manke, ani mune nyinde keta.
When it comes to health, come here for Yemen. Yajele, as a government, it all like they are politicians. It all even more and politician only ala fault fire. Ani aya long ko tonyalen, tonya nyamu tonya tabuka fiti na aya foko tonyalen. Aka deny le, ayana aya rectify duma. So I will not be surprised ni konteko, niko like Dr. or anything, health is a problem. Politician will findi na aya foko health is man problem because na Dr. Jamali lo. Ajibe ni Dr. lo building a hospital without medical equipments. It's just a beautiful mortuary. Omanke hospital. Yeah, I'm serious because like more me and Kasasa and Nita like this is not something me and is hitting. Even the Merangoliano, Nita hospital. Sometimes yes, prescribe for Nita Gala pharmacy to a cover with importing board carry lesotara, you know, Mansoteta some pharmacy. So if they can tell us that there are enough medicines at the hospital, Muna and Nita Gemuga Besoto, then where are the rest? Then this is a question me and Kani Dinimeramo, Sa answer no.
Because sometimes people come from Senegal to come and have it.
At the border. When we say people come from Senegal, border. We have other villages in Senegal, they are closer to the Gambian hospitals than Senegal hospitals. I don't know if you understand. For example, Gambian hospital might be 4 or 5 kilometers away from you, and the Senegalese hospital might be like 50 or 60 kilometers away from you. So I think they are coming not because we have better medicines or medical equipment, but they are coming because we are closer. That is it. They are coming because we are closer to them, but not because we have better service or better doctors. Not if we are talking about health, Senegal is doing far better than us. Because in Senegal, you're more referred from a Senegalese hospital, but in Nigeria, Gambia no miya ko yari fare abroad. Yeah, okay, Senegal ko ba jara no la ya samba. So that is fun. Go for like yeah. When we are saying things, we need to know like why. Munat na nyinu kana jang bu nyantalon na kana moy ko ikana le do ngase government officiality fana ya foko ha kana le dirisi munat na kana ite mawolong nyanta will be investigated because those are all statistics me and ko Gambia nyantalon. Yeah.
So let's come to Panadol actually we are talking about definitely there are some areas. So if you go, what are some of the things you know lack Tamara Block one of the best things.
Like I think the president is being too lenient to the employees or to the civil servants. That is, I am going to be very honest with you. He is like a lenient battle, and that is not going to help him. President Sonia Battle to the extent that like people are using his allow Sonia to do whatsoever they want to do. At right now, the only time I realize that I'm not what time will I realize that because right now.
But we are having a president, and then he is a president, man of his word, 9 for sometimes I talk unless if you want to go to my hotel. And then if that happens, you cannot say any other thing, but you have to obey his instruction. Molko is too hard. Campaigns were saying that no, that kind of person used to do this and this and this and this. Kaparoke, Kamutaroke, Katajin, so they don't have that guy aside because they need somebody who is going to implement a good law whereby movies are more wala. So that's why Adam Moro came. Don't you think the government will Adam Moro Tanya Sivan?
Yeah, but because like simply because we said we do not want a president with an iron fist, doesn't mean we want a president you have no hands or you have no grips. Niaje Gambians will be right. Nikonunko Yajeme was too harsh. That is the former president. Yeah, because hate him or like him, one thing will madilala. Akamin for kake. Whether ni luwa tata, whether ni luwa manta. I mean for na ko nyine bekara wale bekara.
Actually, what's the difference between Jame and Bar?
When it comes to leadership qualities, I think Yajeme had a better chance. He has a better chance, like because he was ruling with an iron fist, and that is the way to rule Gambians, I think. Because Gambian, so they don't need a very lenient president like Barrow. Barrow, ala balafa or a battle in Mulgan.
So Barrow Belfast.
Yeah, any agibe, but Alakotonya ala balafa is not helping us because people are using ala balafa to do a lot of things against the people. And me alako Barrow right now, ateta alon na follow for na maybe na jita. What time will about alon na ko like.
That's what many people were saying during Jammeh was the president. Because Jammeh is very hard, that many allegations of killing, torturing, and so many things, so many atrocities in all Jamaica. So if Gambians decide that Jammeh is not the right person, so for 22 years, Gambians were suffering or are suffering. So, they want somebody who is very calm like Barrow, and then Barrow they are saying, imam ko Gambian left Barrow la than Jammeh.
Ni agibe based on elections, Gambian lafta Barola more than Yaya Jammeh because not Ray lafta Yaya Jammeh more than Barrow. Barrow wouldn't have won the 2016 election.
But you think Barrow la masakunda tamane nya Gambian will pay boy. What a Jammeh la masakunda tamane, even Malafi Jammeh la but Jammeh la masakunda tamane nya is far more better than Barrow.
Yalo, Niba Gibe, you can't give it from different angles. Niya Gibe the time will come like the way he was ruling the country. Come not a the time will 10 years discussing about this. Maybe Janin program would inform the banda. Maybe you would be
so Jammeh Simon not from university.
Yeah. Nibe such programs are new expect the unexpected. Maybe not a more pick young. Maybe better because the moment this thing is aired, they might pick me up. But
it is summer.
Bambadinka or Malam Fuika for hotel.
So do you think Bambadinka is available during Jammeh?
Yeah. Certainly. The guards Milbenunje more somebody so obviously I sort of so but all the time until we can come on social media now criticize. Don't be if I can Abuke check. You understand? So that is like freedom of expression. Molia Soto, like Barola time, freedom of expression and freedom of speech. Yajimel time of Mantra Kirino. You understand? Though there are certain things, Yajimel time of we are enjoying those things more than Barola time. Yajele, like people were not earning much. Yajele, you understand? But the market was stable. More bukan na ejeki one day na price or hike. No. And more tejamia ngo ba follow ko market monopolize. Near price or hike. Abuka for yajinda abuka for it. Arefa nga the same products as samana wa at a lower price. So you will not have any choice but price of jindi. You understand? But Barola time ikajele kom wala nanko people are exploiting Baro. Ala kindness people are using it for granted. Ikajele jangeta I mean difference than sanjam $2. Eta bitikado tido ya $4 $5. So the prices come like there is nothing like control. You understand? Most will know I feel the other don't I can't tell.
Corolla Masabu, Parola Mansakunda, for allegate the Cataneko, our son Pelakamano Penam, look at the price of big months ago. We also see that so from times ago, Chao Elfanamano Pen and Janglian for artists. And then Yona Panamano Pen and Jan, so actually just to have competition in the market. For I don't market.
To be honest, Banco Market because this is a country me and for 70% of the people are poor. You understand that? There are people me they are living from hand to mouth. So mano certa. Obviously I'm more than Gambia and Comano do more than in Europe. You understand? So ni mano certa that much. I'm more than so having Ja oil, oil and in other business people ni will not go Comano import important. Pour competition on yeba ni mano ni siata price be jilal boy is a matter of most so when people favor so what I don't know is why na economic favor because the financial reports of every year in my published for maybe this year I don't want to publish it ma analyze we don't know much about finance though I don't want to but deep inside ma analyze more in talona so man for economically I don't favor the farmer favor but socially I don't favor it. Yeah.
So, sometimes ago, you talk about the issue ko baroy political general body. Aya samba palaso ko kay samba minister palaso. But all of a sudden according to some information auditor general accept already. Another mind for him in fact he cannot able to hold the person attacker. Abi serial officer kono ila former department mol nadano police wol yalo itel bo nyama bari IGP afala interview kono ako police wol any ko ki ko ora sandro kana mo nyinga IGP ora silum da tura le police wol ya marka ko ita kam ita ya wala ya bonde ko bo officer kono so which yes say buta ya bonde officer kono anon sise fana tata e duwara bunda ko so ila miral dam bule ni parce que sense ko donc ko barole tam palaso ataren auditor jena muta ke palaso another day auditor jena muta bondi ko renke a son palaso badol ko hani auditor general la palaso alata isubinanis ning tan ko amang ko kemian ko satinya ko man samang per exemple any rights wala symbols ka bon bari adiamo binasia
yaje auditor general issue I think fenni bi jemi yalan ko they are not telling us yeah ndebe min finger malo munem de but there must be something yalan ko they are not telling us yalan one thing is like I don't want to be taking my information from Dr. Sise because I made a bold decision.
Dr. Sise?
So the information
Dr. Sise is one of the best ministers.
No.
Information
everyone can think whatsoever they want to think. But what I think is what I think. Because ngala interview jama GBL, not compare with the reality on the ground. Not very well. Because most of my videos coming to TikTok are always very sensitive. So janibe videos are released na ngana factual check. And the baje ni agibe fanan nenema video release on TikTok mi alon ko fault bije. They are all facts. So imagine what Dr. Sise he is not like a reliable person or a credible source of information for me. Yeah, I understand it. So all that clarification, I'm not taking it seriously. I would like to hear maybe from other people, maybe from the president, or maybe we hear from the court and weigh the evidence provided. According to the law, Auditor General 9 years mandate Lesotho. Yeah, I understand it. He's just like a director, not a minister. 9 years mandate Lesotho. President also have bondi nole based on conditions. Amam perform no incompetency or ayajeko maybe abe kudo kikami yalan ko ani fen ko mantano loi manta asaboni no ko damaldo. Those are the only reasons me ko asaboni no.
But don't you think that for Auditor General I could let me am kan slow manta because do back ko I could let me am ko ani ko manta wala asabu ya boni.
But maybe we are not follow mamway from clear sources ko ay ñin incompetency leke or ay ñin crime wala committee or ay ñin neke wala na ya bondi yemi fo wolen like abe tata janne ando abe do ko mi kanga be ta batale so left elevate lale what I heard from like reliable sources so after atata state house ya appoint asonta appointment wala aseta so few days mala for 1 day or 2 so another ala manchi but according to the auditor general ate he never accepted inata na ya fay ko be appoint la but there was nothing like yes or no. I said, "Oh, nyama then lata gal contact ka fugale ko. He's not interested in the position." So for president o right sort of pour ka bondije for ama right sort of pour ka bondije. Ndebe nyame njang. Nde mang evidence je or ma any other information je mimba tinala ko president o ba fola ko I right sort of pour ka bondije. But the same president o ate na ya miracle. Ate minke he is correct. I minke evidence o bonina muli. But right now ta fono la for I boni nyame I right sotole wala ma right soto nde minje wala mindi ko ay evidence o boni nan ko wala ay risin sol sambana mi yalon mi yatinna ay bondi auditor general fana na amira ko ya bondi nyame aman correct afana ye fenko sambana evidence sambana wala risin sol sambana because one thing we should be mindful of okay say then we have to listen to the judgment because politicians so idam malo these people are all politicians. Maybe if a never, I will never trust them because as a kind of political, maybe they are playing games. Yeah, Nina Rajibe recently, Gambiano the government press can audit report in publish. I don't know if you are aware of it. Especially media like other social media bloggers on, they are posting it and more the comment camera. People are very much interested in knowing. Like Bola Kudu Tamindole Kabirung, 2017 for 20 years, more for 20 and it can be audit report home and feeding. So like sometimes some of these media or bloggers, information also about this the audit report. Then who is leaking the report?
The report.
It must be from the Auditor General's office,
Mm-hmm.
which is also, even though Tonya Anyanta publish lare, President Anyanta sign lare, I publish. But for as long as President Omar sign, if you being someone, a public office, after taking the oath of secrecy, imagine defend declare. I'm not saying the Auditor General will leak, but most likely, such information will be bolen and damning, I'll be Kalala office the multi. Maybe I'll work us all the I'll work us all kono or at the phone. I'm not saying that ko like. Maybe not a wale keta. Then President Finance in Aka Foko come like a banko betray the ten as a receipt sort of no. That is maybe. Okay. If I get Auditor General Finance, maybe if you press can yame, maybe Auditor General also is pressing the president. President pressurize can put a release. So in President Finance Nata Jeko, Ningani audit report on release one at a favor because we are heading to election. Yeah, I understand. But not a President Bafala, okay, Ningani audit report publish. I did not government favor because we are heading to election. This is just very one year.
For example, consider Katani we are heading to the pool. So certain things be
they are politicians and they think outside the box. Maybe they might be even more intelligent than you and I. Yeah, understand. So maybe we for na come na mera ela case are published knowledge. Maybe as a try ka bondigi ka kuoni financial. Yeah, understand. Those are all strategies. We are politician these people are just politicians. So right now, until we being the concerned Gambians, nyanta minkela wolem hanata another auditor general nata. Na try na push the wrong make so audit report on I publish untouched, unedited. Yeah, according to him, like I think the people were not willing to comply with him. Yeah, because being police found na auditor general Nimboli. We have seen some of the staff. If a police will over challenge can if they had the power.
So police will have a mandate to auditor general.
It depends. It depends on.
Sometimes ago, police will the media like people like you or not you, but more even police bari ye dabondi police kunda sign thing in banko e bantala don't form binyam. It commence like a police will criticize katani ko simple minta manke simple so ngani police la kunda esteno no bole katani ko ni mantra police kunda ye da boni police will tarambulo ko wasi paro ni manda tunna police will tarambulo la wala ni ko I think that's fair because
yeah yalo service mu fenne mi yalon ko ni dundaji idunda hani findita ibe that's it because you have what we call a code of conduct. This is a code of conduct because you are dealing directly with government secrets, everything about government and the secrets of the entire country. So this code of conduct, where it are 10 year side. After retirement, if it are 10 because there are a lot of things. It is a long. We are go do or it is published. It is going to cost more harm than good. But because believe me, serviceman abuka dia moya also. Mostly, example, especially service kele ayabula. Na ko nyine beje ikalo ne ko straight wole beje because itikalo ne ko straight ajata no ngile. So ibajela comme ni nata nan hanin defao. There are certain things me and sometimes ka fonyere ko you are going against our code of conduct. Yes, yeah, I mean I once went twice against the code of conduct which I accepted, agreed about, like I was emotional, then I went. Yeah, understand it.
So
but but it was against the law.
It's against the
not the even constitution because police code of conduct constitutionally approved. So once I serve Mbota, then I am still guided by that code of conduct, so I should go by it. So there are certain things it have for So the moment you have for wrong, it means you are not betraying the force, you are betraying the country. Because Banco de Sita will be that I have. So needed that for you to then you should be governed by that code of conduct until Lumina Befara. So they are right on that side. Anka is a phone, but a phone bije. Yeah, a phone bije. There are certain languages. Language do bije. And mostly recommendation be done well. Instead of for in the media, you write to the force headquarters as a suggestion or a recommendation or a complaint. For Albanian is against the police ethics and anything. Albanian cause like for Kaparia submit. Then they will give it and they will get back to you. So even sometimes there are certain things because of that. So I'm going to go because I know it's Soronna. Yes, because no. Imantan Soronna. But I will sit on it that I feel. Not Gambia feel. So the last thing I want to do is fail my country. I will not be the one to voice it out. I'll give it to someone. And what the worst thing I want to happen.
Ngajale pati kola pati bina ke kam mi yalan ko par ki mo position
Guy go.
sorry
Yaje
bi nin sisi di mol benyo dire kunu ma dire fa ngato ma ko dire kunu ngam not dire ben ko but ngakin so nyami I have to try my language because he's coming all the way from Pony to Canada. So I have to go back because I'm not that okay call level. But King, it is one politician.
You can say that, but I don't see myself as a politician.
Which party are you?
They am not supporting. I don't support political parties. They the political party support Nola because like the dangers behind supporting a political party is like yemomo sambanang party ka ya foiko nganyine tambindi. Whether the person is competent or incompetent, you have to follow. So I don't follow political parties. I follow like individuals come like Kari. Ni election time mo sita itena you bring your agenda si awa. Nga jibi ngala agenda son jibi nga Kari la agenda jibi nga Kari ta jibi nga Kari ta jibi nga analyze. Ngalo be na Kari di la jumala ngalong be join la jumala campaign yo kan campaign. Simply because I'm campaigning for you doesn't mean I'm in your party. It means I am supporting you, but not your party.
Yeah, because ninge ta ko wala ndiko janembe na political fund la fanara bodla. But ngara funding kel des na mon political fund because funding kel taram is very important.
Yeah.
Kimunem funding kel ngajer sometimes ko gara mi yalan ko ito ko konti program sa kundar ngajer lo print ko masta ka resign no ko di ko no kan di ko ya mo dinaka and wolon ka por jami ko ko wol ko masta kunda mp account kata niko ya ye tilimu nin kando sabatindi na masta kunda taram bro sa ko ko ni na ko lo fanala professor ni ko ko tan anin tajiri ya ni ko bayan ko yala but all of a sudden nara di gala wol fon ka ta ko ipe maleka ko ni jamo sereng ka. So
Gala Gala is the most successful movement politically. Ni nata Gambia la history from 2016. Mba fola ko Gambia la history de min kalam ko.
Gala?
Yes, Gala. Because now a movement mi ko first time I am safe to say it's not backed by any political party.
The Gala is not backed by any political party.
Like the first time at the beginning, it's not backed by any political party. Man of us are back there. But from the beginning, it man backed by any political party. In Natanan, Gambia no be min kumbokang. Gala nata straight kawle fight. Wala na they had the support. In agenda kendo le nata. Agenda mi alanko every person, every concerned Gambian should support it. Ni adina rek ya fo gala be min kang amanke gala be min fight kang. Turning, I know that you are talking from either a political side or a hatred side. But not that you are talking as a patriotic citizen of this country. Gala, all their agendas are better. And even if I were the president, what I'm Gala support.
Even you happen to be the president.
Not until Baroti. Gala Begal support. And Bam makes sure.
Yeah, Gala is there to confront your government. Why not you just put your government in place before supporting Gala? Because if your government is in place, Gala will not have come out Katandiko. There is no transparency and accountability in your government.
Yagele like ila korda. Nothing at a for bandanko ya lonko korda ni ila korda tinyada. Ngalo niko maybe some like there is a crook ila party ila korda kono mi ya lonko itema lon bare do ya lon. So once Nina Nangala coming for is something very simple. Nimbaro bulata wol number. I'm just advising him to do the same. Now bulata wol number the next election. Animo te yo sabala. Even though a lot of people are saying no to that time. Gala be mean fight can work against corruption. No, that one might be personal. We'll talk about that one. Yeah, I know.
So
it depends on what the Gambians want. Hence, the constitution is saying.
Also comfortable the way the Gambia is going.
You know, we have a constitution that has no term limits. So if I say maybe not a third term, then it means I'm also going against the constitution.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Gambia no be in the so let's move. So Ibajala Gala, their agendas are very good. even more me and Mantano. I was there at the process. Yeah, understand. The first protest me, the second protest me, you guys saw me for a man. Ha, na inhale, but like, yeah, understand. It's all because like Kabanko develop. But if I get a Ghana, other than their setup me, other than Ilafenko, like their agenda soul, Ghana setup was wrong.
The setup was wrong.
Setup one is a very wrong move. Because this is a movement me alonko. If you are fighting a battle me alonko, amanke a battle chahantide. Because once equal politician fight, the first thing I mean can go is to la palasol. So afana be ferol fengekal. So Galanyanta studies le kelanum force. What is Gambia? Gambia munem Gambia at the first place. Mo sifa nyadi be Gambia. Gambia loi ay munefo. Munni be kiri. Inyanta obele lon nanu. So ibaja la gala inyanta min kela mo wole kenu. So because you should know the type of people that are in this country. Like munem Gambia ti mo sifa nyadi le be Gambia and in jumale be kelola. Ibe mune fight camp. Those are all things inyanta min like landla on the table. Yabi analyze and know how to go about it. Let's call a spade a spade. Gala la protest is like the setup is copied. It's copied from other countries. Yeah, someone in Gambia. You know, Kenya did their protest, a very big one. I think was it Tanzania and some of these African countries did, and most of them succeeded. Even Ghana, there was a massive protest. Which country was doing their Gen Z?
I think the Bobby Wine also.
Bobby Wine. Exactly. Okay. Rwanda or Uganda? Okay. Gambia are copying a world. Whether they like it or not, they might come and try to deny it or not. But let them know that no man come like Namin Fonondoro. There is nobody right now residing in this country who loves this country more than me. So there are certain people, if I'm going to talk, I'm going to talk my mind. You copy and paste leke. You cannot itita jana ya paste na yako okay. Senegal biri kela protest kenu Usman Sonko biri kela protest kenu ya kete ninten. Jana biri kela protest kenu ya kete ninten. So defana the same thing ngake Gambia. It work it's not going to work in this country. It all Jani told back ya jibele yela mul evaluate ya mul ila mul mo sifanya dilet. How do they fight? Ila mul ila citizens or not the government officials. Ila citizens or how do they fight? Inada ya jibe intola loi ya munefo. Because you cannot fight without the law. Ni lafta kelo kela yenyante loi lon nare. Loi ba be mutala dawda ya je dive. Yenyante otolo nare. Okay, Senegal la loi, you don't need a permit to protest. Gambia la loi, you need a permit to protest.
Oh, Senegal loi, don't need a permit.
You don't need anything. All you have to you just
you
just come out, mobilize the masses and come out and protest. Yeah, understand it. Okay, when it comes to fighting fana, Gambia no, ahajita on social media or on streets and ghettos.
Physically mahan.
But anything Gambia no le police le do batin sol be bulu, gaso be bulu, Gambia no mahaj. To be honest, iba bunna 1-2 don e borla. I don't other countries, Janin protest be Diana. Janin protest be Jana Garawla. Moefa. Iba moela ko kap protest ketat blackari, ye police le nyim fale touch donon, iba jela sama. The people mimbe no so kon fay kanale koton. You understand? Dole fa koton ke dole fa. The more you kill, the more you can. But iba jela Gambia ni nata nanjang, just imagine. Nkam info. Yeti aga so fay bi, sama motina. Trust me. Yeti agaso fa bi fo dol sambal optano
so imam mi ko tia gaso la fay wala ngala ko be du ñoko pat gala dol kuma sagar sa ko because tia gaso ni ko pam ngamo dol karo because nga 360 wala ka fa ni don tia gaso di male yo bondami ata ko nyaajo so so
yeah like tia gaso amangala week bare ay la crowd ni reduce but the support ni were still there even where la fale but the people were now using social media to support. Yeah, understand because they have feared for gases and maybe booteromi bekaka. Me gala damage, gala le fan damage. Maybe it has understand, but I have a point. Gala fan damage. The moment we are going to protest with or without permit. I said this to one person, Manta Tofola, but our London ko fine. Guy this thing I'll be fokan. With or without permit, I'll stop. Nko ko natra alafta na next protest. Gale kumo ifte woto. I fawoto. Continue with this. Fenko with or without permit. Ning ayatara Gambia le al fenge. Alafta Gambia la with or without permit. Ala bondi jinga domandoma. Nko ko natra ntol natra al feretale. Like you should have consulted other experts. They know how to play the game. The first thing we were supposed to fight against Wolem, the Public Order Act Amen. Because there are certain fights me and government from Balona Kotonya and protest Polta. It's going to be a bad reputation to me. So let us on. So the Public Order Act mean by Tinala, it is a protest la without a permit. You don't fight la force, no edit, no amen. No amen. It's either Nabondi totally, Mansula permit la, or we just notify the police. Alaji, don't look at time carry, Dula carry, Kata protest. Al Nale more secure. But at the moment, it will Yalong, Nina and Itakita Fenda. In that come like Inyapita Fenda. Imalo Munebabu. Most of the time, you become the victim. So the crowd was behind us, everyone was behind us. We were carried away by the crowd, carried away by emotions, we think we are stoppable. But at this particular person, Namimbula, okay, why are the freedom of assembly, freedom of peaceful assembly, freedom of thing, right of thing. Let me tell you one thing. Football, public gathering no. In Carnival or Minke, public gathering. Kulio, public gathering. Even Zimba, public gathering no. You understand? Mune arina ni wall fintita without permit. Mo buga diam. Police te diam la muhani mo buga diam. Ikanale sometimes ikanale man of occupy. Moroga do man foni tambita do ngita.
So bayra wal be ñak permit.
Wol be ñata permit sot la by law. Bare ni ya jibe muna na wol buga ta permit apply and mo buga check fana. Because they are always able to determine a peaceful crowd. Crowd me is going to be forever peaceful for Bandula. And in crowd me it might be peaceful for Bandula. And in crowd me it might not be peaceful. You understand? Nina na konte ko tekara kulio na musole wuluta. Anna nga banko bere dajale. Ide man kalon ko to nyato nyamo kontate ngol de yindula. So the chances of crime pour crime bonanje maybe we kala sitanolti is very minimal. But in the fitina pour kana kana balambaya itandi kana dissatisfaction itandi about the government. Alongo kampale de bonna soko. So I am likely to commit crime or I am likely to vandalize, I am likely to destroy certain things. More than like the person me and like Zimbabwe or other stuff. So, but that one is Nico right to peaceful protest or right to peaceful assembly. Those are the people that the law is talking about. In Zimbabwe, Carnival, Furalol, and Kulli, sometimes these human rights activists, the Buka Pareka Luani interpret Molia understand. They always want us to get into trouble so that they can get to work. When they are in work, they can cash out. They are sacrificing us. So, Gala, these so-called human rights activists, they will not tell you the facts. So, don't see me and control Binara and Tonya for we are not needed. Don't we are just here to stay on the back, ni would have done a bullion.
So, I come to them Galasio Column.
Wale Galasio Column. Il a formation in Itamanya, whatever correct.
Yame Gala science and you kila even Muran Wanyama.
It's not possible. Gala, whether we like it or not, Ateta, Atinyana Mulu.
But I said to hold
yeah, that is possible. Because like as a group of people, you can follow like when you are forming something or as a human being, you surround yourself, you make your circle very small. You understand it. But that is something I don't believe in that. In a circle, make sure you are surrounded by good people. Good people, you have the same aims and objectives. Unity. Uniformity may be impossible, but unity and that kind of family are possible. So Gala uniformity was not there. They were supposed to be unity. Unity fana man nataraje. So nyo sobo keta dame ndorong banta. So ibajela come like even carry moment minna secret long ala bad behavior mami long. Carry yemin bay abonina. Carry mi center. Okay nyini atina center. So they are starting to pinpoint some of the bad attitudes of themselves. Exactly. So ibajela ite you being my leader and we are here to fight against corruption and bad governance or any other bad thing. If you yourself have something, you have a very bad attitude. I'm not going to do that. So right now, whether we like it or not, is supposed to be one of the biggest movements in this country. Government. But right now, you find damage because they gave a stick to the government. I told that guy, go. Start giving for you. Government being used or they may use another one. But I'm not going to be surprised they don't use. They Alba for you are going with or without permit. They are not going to say anything. You go, they are going to arrest you. Atolbe arrest that. Nobody wants to be in mile 2. Everybody wants to go home to your family. You understand? You are going to apply for bail.
terms and conditional law.
Yeah, terms and conditional law. Near terms and conditional law, but for okay. Another condition, one of the conditions will be because crime do nyama. Ni be be la crime le ba for like this crime you are not going to do it. Janila ni ya kedron be la bol people plan be remind. So it mean for example, then I was taking to my phone as 1 week or 3 days. Lafta na muso jela, lafta na nyinjela, lafta na nyinjela. Ina ta conditional law na so. For ya sama ni commandiro ke with or without permit debita. Data. Okay, so all of the executive, let's say 50% or 80% of the executive, they are conditional level. Jumale ba hotel koton.
So come the gala.
So whatever.
I come the gala.
Government damage the for as long as the case is still pending. And if abe diara baroe or abe diara barola government ye gala function. Because they can drag the case for as long as they want. Because young justice, judiciary case drag le. Yalong case normal amanya adjourn for more than 2 weeks. But there are certain cases me and adjourn for like 1 year, 6 months. You have congested. Case me jamia congested so near adjourn. So they can keep on adjourning. You are not going out because Hanis and bad conditions on the So in this country, any protest means that successfully, president will be son successfully. If you know the law, if you know how to use the law to play your cards, if you need to represent any protest means that successfully. Yeah, so gala wole more for anu so luckily the guy called me afonye ko boy yenyin lo nyaade guy ko it is very important sometimes we listen to one another. Go and learn the hard way.
So finally madam in the world political party be so because UDP signed and particular party no mafana. I mean AP benyami APRC benyami. But minka jakal muna de jam party barka ke party kola party baje ma bi jantu mi ko parata party. APRC no to alliance APRC bablu mas.
Yeah,
Come Talib UDP.
I understand.
You know UDP Baba Damma. MPP Baro and then NDP Kiba Mali. And then political party in the Seattle, even PPP from one from product party, they have Kiba Jallo, they have the other new guy. And then that will think for. But the most important thing, political party ni yang ko kajiki mina ko wala nyinda kama sakunda kondi wala ko kapara. Ko barolo moro sen wala pakka ay gal tinya. Ay political party.
No, like Nico Barola Semo Warta wala Barola Moro Teninten. You Baro Tonyelal. Baro Nim political parties la Faro ani ila Nyomo Balia. It has nothing to do with Baro. Baro has no hand in this. Niajibe they are self-damage. Because like let's talk about APRC first. Yaje Nibe political party form gang are formed with honesty and transparency. Ila militant so yetonya for a loi money for political party. There is no single person me along Nimbanko Kamianko you own a political party. Once you are registered, it belongs to the Gambian people. Yeah, yes. By law. Once a political party registered, it belongs to the Gambian people. Even the executive of the party, it me and Quetela form. Executive say form by law. Yeah. You understand? So by APRC, these people made certain people, me and Quemano, they made them believe ko APRC mu yaje talent. And we yaje me fem for nyanda tamala APRC. I bomo tombo, wole nyanda tambila. Not knowing that the tomodo should be a congress. Right now, not a belua from normal. Yaje me fang does not even have any hand in APRC. Because yaje my rights for the Pukana Kaloja. How long have you been away? He's even banned from public office. No. He's even banned from public office. So yaje me I munez or having for amanya nani fene for money. So the earlier we tell the people that more time than political parties belong to the Gambia. The earlier we understand that, the better for the country. And secondly, nkana jibe ko political party carry na manke carity atakela moti. That means ko ite be more Gambia for lenenga. The entire country ta for ko APRC na manke yaje there is also no other person can lead the party. That is a lie. So the moment ite be offer ka for okay yaje be Trump party 10. Momi anko elwa lonne. What ba for ko tonyante and yaje me nata ngako he wants to rule anyhow he wants come aka Kenya. What ba make sure that ibe balana wala ka fa ko yemi long to fana ngole. Do I have for 10?
Yaje me ka jama bala expert party ko. I jama bala fana expert party ko. You want to tell me that for the executive will be letting you they can expect
yaje me la party is not even registered. Our party from where is the APRC not alliance? What is their name? It's not even registered. We have APRC that is led by Tomonjata. So this is just it's just a fraction of people. Me and disgruntled ones.
When others we are saying that political
No,
party.
yeah, Jammeh does not.
You know,
No.
because Yatambo was there. Yatambo was defending Jammeh, saying that Jammeh owns a political party. Then you talk about all the 5 deputies from Foni,
Foni.
they are all defending Jammeh.
Yeah.
You know, saying that Jammeh Moela party no law. Even Almami Jiva will be cut ko Babile Tamala party, Tombo they hijacked the ball. Others are saying that the ownership side thing, Tombo will let it. And then which not others fail to no accept whether it's a fact or it's not a fact.
Yalong, there are certain people in Yalong. Once they know, they don't want others to know. But until me Yalong Ngalon, that is why we are trying. That is why we are trying our best to make sure Mil Malong Yalong. You understand? Yajammeh ha, he might be among the people me a political party in law, but I'm attending. Ite political party tala ya register on the Gambia foka pare ya foko itele tam. You are just the leader. You are just the secretary general or the flag bearer. Abanda. The party can expel you. Even right now, nyom tongo will say loan or ya foko ya Jammeh expel. By law, I will work like.
Tombo will never expel.
I'm telling you. By law, I will work like. NPP say loan or BBB. Ila executive ya foko baro take la tola flag bearer next election. It's going to work. Baro I must say no ale yafo. UDP say loan or BBB ya foko Dabo is not going to be a flag bearer. Ila voting system was a phone. So, okay, ba fala ko single nyasi tam UDP. Let's call a spade a spade. UDP, maybe some other people might not know, but UDP was formed by Single Nyasi together with Ladab. Single Nyasi, I phone originally from Sangaj, from Kansala. He's from the same district again. Yeah, Arisin Janefa lost. Alabanta Banana. So if I follow Single Nyasi the time UDP. No. The person who formed UDP even is not even, he has never been a secretary general. He has never been a flag bearer. It was only Ladab. So when it comes to UDP fan, the problem in the APRC, the same problem will be UDP. I'm not praying for a NPP because now is going to be history in this country. APRC,
what
be UDP.
What be UDP?
History. It's going to be history because Gambia, there will be no political party. Like we have to start from square one. Another political party move. So once new was strong, there will be not much competition. It's not for 100 years. Imagine APRC, those people, Namanke Yaje meeting mountain. APRC, UDP, Namanke Loya Daboti, mountain. At NPP fan, if the moment it had a fire miracle, Namanke Baroti mountain, then we are doomed. Yaje met the party, he does not own any party. Loya Dabo does not own any party. Baro does not own any party. They don't own any. Citizens Alliance, Dr. C.
Dr. C.
Who among the politicians me and party are by? I think it was Dr. Sisi or someone. And he was the person who registered that party. Because he came to work with other people, me and party approve, like you understand. So I don't know, maybe I tell you for like, okay, what David and party on register. You cannot do that.
So talk about APRC and Jammeh. Juma betrayed.
I think Jammeh betrayed APRC. Jammeh APRC betrayed, whether we like it or not. Jammeh APRC betrayed. Because let's talk about Fabakato Mujata. When all Yajambira Jita, the only strong person, the most loyal person, I mean, sorry, Jang, Wolem Fabakato Mujata, as the Speaker of the National Assembly at that time, and the late Mayor Yankoba Colley. These are the most loyal people. You understand it? Now, let me tell you, Tombong was like doing a strategy. Barrow was going to bring back Jammeh and he was going to be safe. Maybe about pardon that. Maybe at allow the whole public office. But by this time, Jammeh would have been in Canada.
Do you think Jammeh is that kind of a man? Gambia Banko, kind of NIC. You think Jammeh is that kind of a man?
No, he's not that kind of a man because he's obsessed with power. As I try knowledge, but when you know the right procedures, then no. At a move knowledge because you can use the law against someone. Jammeh and Tamil and the same moment time the same. Yeah, he does.
And then he has some secret.
So you mean come like maybe Nanata he can use these people to forcefully remove this man?
That's what many people are saying.
No,
Jammeh is a kind of man of somebody.
I think the Gambia armed forces have learned from the TRRC, and I'm sure they are not willing to repeat the same thing. Right now, Gambia armed forces are going through a lot because even by the mere look of things, Gambia armed forces were time more land in Undame. saying Mantaraje.
What do you think people learn from TRC? When few days ago, Paral from Tarakata Modia, according to one of the veteran journalists who attended
that journalist
even saw the video that we can one the can
yeah,
they were harassing the journalists who came to Haraki Post.
I saw it.
Isn't that something wrong with it? And we learn from TRC. You're talking about learning TRC.
Yeah, we have learned from the TRRC. I'm sure a lot of people have learned from the TRRC, but Yalo, you don't expect everyone to learn at the same time. Because now that now link crowd with account, like there must be others me and will better you understand by the left. So to be honest, a lot of things have been happening here. Me and time. Not that if not for TRRC, there would have been deaths. But people have been in the force. So imagine sometimes don't forget operation go. Ali ajele TRRC janni ni mi kat. Alta ital bagla. Albina nyin kala foka for next minute na nat nando iban to the sacrifice. So we have learned a lot from the TRRC.
In Nigeria, what happened was like a few weeks ago, Socio-economic actually I am more bully, I'm on town, but I am bully. They are posting, sentenced by hand.
Yeah, by hand.
I think you saw
I saw it, yeah.
So Gambia Pujama like a media and work on the book, I didn't tell the Kelani on the police will tackle when the Fantur Cattle. But it can suspend it. Suspended at the end of the day, but the most important one, but I think you need to have a better way of learning system, and system will learn long in a boundary than but information minga ke po jaba ba kami follow ko mo be they think that they are above everything.
Yeah.
So ning IGP loda ko police will ni ko order about central police no ko ko take tamani order la order about central I'm the one who gave the order kana mo ni nga. What do you mean?
Ani IGP Koeko atele order D. He is right because all these officers, whether young or old, junior or senior, are representing IGP. Ni nata nanyang they are representing the IGP here and IGP there. So he is taking the command responsibility. It is called command responsibility. Ko atele koeta because it's not new. For next minute I abandon. I thought okay, it will begin. And secondly, you cannot reprimand the police for everything they do wrong. You understand that? Ni ibam the moment ibo kela wrong. They will fear Kela Judiske. We have a lot of people in Gambia who can arrest lawfully or like dispatch lawfully. They threaten you. So, not ranting any tatanga kuke, yam punish, nake kotonke yam punish. Then in tata ni don't balanta. Because Malon go jam in force the next minute yam punish like koton. You understand? Okay, secondly, for Gambians, as a citizen of this country, police will have mandate, serviceman will have mandate, inyanta lonale. Ko nying loi ni symbole diala ite you being a civilian fana loi ni symbole diala police fana ani serviceman ni dem ala responsibility ite fana ni na responsibility nde la right danta janne ate la right danta janne once you know that in police buka kolay nde ntata protest la ni police man kolay twice ni police man kolay the other one like gaso fighter that was for generally gaso fighter now in hell ya understand but maybe katara mol mutaka poka pa next week tefele buka mo because I know how to go about things. Ni ko tado ngalo ko yilu amanta kata. Okay, ila mandate fanan. Police e mun sembere soto. Inya do belo nan. But ndol kami lijante, ndol ask Gambians. Na right doron, ndeka wali lijante. But not responsibility wala another person's right over me. Ndol buka wali lijante.
Yeah, the reason why I'm bajang find out because we are ex-police officer. So among the committee just had a call. We want to police will la long count penkala.
Very.
Left happy dia mukambelo dia understand. You are talking about something very sensitive. Ko raisol ka lanyo ka nyami do ta ka dandami do ta ka kumasodo do ta ka dasadami do ta ka chukodo left all you la left because tema banka mi important wolo ni ko police will tell they think they are above the law sometimes and then more fanado be pa important ka ACC kataliko denga mbal wale mba phone penkela because they don't care. You understand? So okasa sometimes police of not react if you all understand.
Very well.
Protest. Yeah. Damen ko nim police le dunyola. It has never happened. Because by right nita protest la nim protest kanapo karado ain't kala punya do mi ko is getting out of hand. Police will what they can able to do. They have to communicate to the journalists that and they go behind us. So at least we can protect you people. Because they have all the equipment to protect.
Yeah, very
well. Understand. But no nkajere ni last meeting ko minka ko no ndiko. You know, protection ko journalists will minka taje for whether those are protesters we can understand. because it's just trying to confuse me.
Yeah, very
Are
well.
they there to protest or are they there to do their job?
No.
If you are there to do your job, then I think the commanding operator on the ground should communicate to you people directly. And then that commanding officer should try by all means and in general will communicate normally. If I then because they one of the best me along I'll keep saying this thing. It's an open secret. Commander Barry is one of the guy me along actually PIU headquarters. You know, anytime now on the ground, I feel so comfortable because he communicates.
Yeah, I know Barry very well.
Barry communicates a lot. Even Sam, what happened last time, despite the fact what happened last time, but Sam also communicates. You understand? And then the most communicated person in the whole party always communicate. You see, party whenever party never done photo, you will not see people tiagas from the party.
No.
He will just come and give his command card and they go. Allah tamunella. Alia GB, nothing come in wobe tell the act table. You'll go for it. I want to be a low time. Now for this person. That's his one.
Yeah.
That's it. So Gambia Police Force, we are not here to promote any other person. Manda more promote. The former deputy commissioner, Mialanko, was the guy, operation commander, Lamansa, also. Those guys also communicate.
Yeah.
So yeah, the communication is also important when it comes to like in protest. But protest is not the solution for all the problems. Sometimes people need to get lied or posted about it. But the most important is that journalists will name police will communicate. If I go do because young police will do cannot get without journalism.
Yeah.
Journalism will not do without police. So what another thing last and back.
Okay. Very well. Niaje like police will need journalism ka Colley. Mostly because police even internationally, hani sojaro, inya my journalism. Journalism kama. No matter how hard the situation is, journalism kama. They are protected by law. Journalism kama. Police te journalism should know la. Sojaro te journalism should know la. And te journalism tiagas know la. What is against the law. But in Niaje, most of the time, munatin come like journalism tiagas ka fight journalism ka. Like it is always very important. Journalism come like crowd bejanne. When the crowd is hostile, journalists they are there to hear from the people, hear from the police. It never like a new interview. Most of the time, tiagaso fa muka fight. They communicate to you ko nal manyinke. Tiagaso be fight. So you being the journalist, it is now your responsibility to seek protection from these people. You now choose if you are going to join these people, fine. If you are going to coming back, because normally you should be being crowding hostile, you should be behind the police officers.
Yes. That's what I
will be protected. Most of the time, they will even give you vest and give you oxygen, maybe max quality. You understand? You can even
walk.
Yes. No, anyata kelole nyam.
We are not seeing that now.
Yes.
Even the mic system in the can be used just to give the warning. We are not seeing all those things now.
Yeah.
But this one they will just know.
We are going to fire 10 to
some guys not doing
they will not. Yeah.
The only thing what we hear is about fire.
Yeah.
And then that's not proper.
No, yes.
So you can just sometimes come model tarasilo come here for they are moving to their you know
exactly. And the last time I saw a similar complaint come like a gas of fire adding
think about me I got 2 years old, 2 months old baby. Me I don't go after now about my respect gas of fire. Police officer from Boston also didn't know that. And then Pukata come the car escort car
yaje wo the police will jalele most of the time. But I'm going to blame the mother. The mother is I'm very sorry for that woman, but the mother is a very careless woman. Ndi ngo bembulu. Nyindula itefa yalu niko tonya kaira manta nyindula. Mune somebody. Sino fanu dale. Use the other way. Protect your child. Kumpa bari yakani somebody. But most of the time the people mimba complain the last time I also saw moya foko yala wero le bum yate. Inatna yaje protest beka ganja. Mune ni moso somebody. You should no use. So sometimes curiosity.
Sometimes no. Who do ke wato mina katara ko don't have any option. Like it had a paper at what I'm more defended because it seems like someone who is coming from somebody.
That's destiny. You accept it.
And then sometimes I need police will always have a police will back. No, police will defend. But this is very important.
No, it's very important.
You can try because police will mean civilian will mean 5 common sense. Police will they must have 7 common sense. In a sense, they are very fast. Italian. They can protect anything.
Okay, let me come in. Yaje galala last person we can Westfield. I was there. You see the strategy that was used by the police. Not enough Facebook. Go police. This for the first time I'm going to comment the police about protest because the strategy we use a work tale. Yaje deploying the police intervention unit, that is the PIU. Kat PIU deploying into a protest. Aka bolsol or youthsol ake angale. Because once they unul jedrom, they are armed. Ika kamfale. Are we criminals? That is always the first thing. Muna na nyilbe armed. So I better like balango ladrom. Paral fana be kamfale. Muna na nyilbe kata nyil laftan tolle jitla nyol ladrom. Then instead of negotiation na situation ka escalate. So the last time they brought the GD, that is general duties, why uniform blue ring. Well, not on arm, empty hand. Well, not a protest for the told me that. So if I get a protest, you get a fab banta. There was nothing like, in fact, they even violated the conditions because it had a 4 time when you time in the gala banta, more man disperse. Tata koto ngefonga mano the main highway, Banyul highway, moya muta, motobuga ta, motobuga bugado.
But that
Na mutale. You understand?